I recently came across this article that read, "Burnout is when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired." I felt seen. And in that moment, all I wanted to do was crawl under a rock and disappear until the exhaustion lifted. But then, something surprising happened. I didn't let myself. Instead, I forced myself to sit at my computer and write out every thought that was bouncing around my brain. And an hour later, I had an outline for this video. The more I talked about what I was feeling, the more it left my body and the more energized I felt. So today I want to share with you some of the things that have helped me cope with burnout, and hopefully they can help you too. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been way too long since I've spoken to you guys. I miss you. But truthfully, I've been struggling to find my voice again after so many changes. I feel like my whole life has been turned upside down, and I am just now starting to find my footing again. For those of you who don't know what's been going on, here's a little catch-up. Last year in August, I found out that I was pregnant, and honestly, I couldn't believe it. It was totally unexpected. My husband Mike and I were actually planning on starting our IVF journey right around that time. I'd always dreamed of being a mom, but it was looking like we were going to have to take the medical route to get there. So when we found out I was pregnant, we were beyond shocked. But unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. At 19 weeks, I started bleeding and miscarried at 21 weeks. Miscarrying was one of the most traumatic experiences I've ever endured. And although physically we were okay, mentally and emotionally, we were absolutely wrecked. Shortly after, I started seeing a therapist to help process everything I was feeling, and luckily she had openings for acupuncture as well. So that's what I've been up to for the past few months. Between processing grief, trying to conceive again, and growing my practice, I haven't really had much time or energy for much else. To be honest, I've been experiencing a lot of burnout lately, and I've realized that I need to slow down and make some changes in order to prevent it from getting worse. Here are some of the things that I've been doing to help manage my stress levels, and hopefully they can help you too. 1. Honor your feelings. I know this sounds easier said than done, but allowing yourself to feel whatever it is that you're feeling without judgment is important. I used to try to push through the hard times and tell myself everything will be okay, but it never really works. Once you start suppressing your emotions, they manifest themselves in other ways like physical pain or illness. Allowing myself to feel and process what I'm going through has given me so much relief. So honor your feelings, whether they're good or bad. Allow yourself to fully experience them, because the alternative just isn't sustainable. 2. Make time for self-care. Self-care is not selfish, it's necessary. However, you need to define self-care for yourself. What fills your cup? For me, it's a hot bath with Epsom salts and lavender essential oil. Dude, it's reading a good book with a cup of tea, journaling, taking a walk by myself or with my husband, dancing in the kitchen while I cook dinner. Whatever it is, make sure you make time for it. Set boundaries with your work or your other obligations so that you can take time for yourself. You will be better equipped to handle everything else in your life if you taking care of yourself first. 3. Exercise regularly. This is another thing that's easier said than done, but even just 10 minutes a day can make a difference. When I don't exercise for a few days in a row, I definitely notice a difference in my mood. I feel more irritable and less patient. I'm more likely to lash out at people because honestly, I'm lashing out at myself. Exercising helps me get out of my own head and focus on something else for a change. And it gives me an excuse to listen to a podcast and get some good information in my brain. 4. Get enough sleep. Sleep is so restorative and regenerative. Getting enough of it will improve your mood, increase your productivity, and help you think more clearly. Try to avoid using your bed for anything other than sleeping. This is a hard one for me, because I love watching TV in bed before I go to sleep. But setting boundaries around how you use your bed can help reinforce the connection between your bed and sleep. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Stick to that schedule even on weekends. And limit screen time before bed. Blue light from screens suppresses melatonin production, making it harder to fall asleep. 5. Eat healthy foods. Eating a balanced diet full of nutritious foods will give you the energy you need to power through your day. Try to avoid processed foods and added sugars as much as possible. I know it's not realistic to cut them out completely, but reducing the amount of these foods you eat can make a huge difference in your overall health and well-being. It might be helpful to meal prep on the weekends so that you have healthy options ready to go throughout the week. One of the biggest reasons I've struggled with this is because I hate cooking. But after trying several different meal kit services, I found one that actually worked for me. 6. Connect with others. Humans are social creatures. We need each other. Connecting with others can help us gain perspective. It reminds us that we're not alone in our struggles, and it boosts our mood. It doesn't have to be a big, expensive affair either. Sometimes just sending a text to your bestie can be enough to turn your day around. If you're feeling overwhelmed, reach out to a friend or family member. Ask for help. Let them support you. You'd be surprised at how willing people are to help if they only knew you needed it. 7. Take breaks. Taking breaks is important, but you have to know when to take them and how to take them. Burnout doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of prolonged periods of stress. Taking regular breaks can help you reset and recharge. It could mean taking a few deep breaths in the middle of a stressful task or taking a few days off from work. Whatever it is, make sure you schedule it in. Burnout happens when we forget to take breaks, when we don't allow ourselves time to recharge. Taking breaks is not a luxury, it's a necessity. 8. Seek professional help. Talking to a mental health professional can help you process your emotions and develop healthy coping mechanisms. It's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. Asking for help is one of the bravest things you can do. There is no shame in seeking professional help. In fact, it should be encouraged. Just like we seek out medical professionals to help us with physical ailments, we should seek out mental health professionals to help us with emotional and mental ailments. They can provide us with the tools and support we need to get through tough times. Don't hesitate to reach out if you need help. And finally, number 9, practice gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful tool. When we're focused on what we're grateful for, we're less likely to be consumed by negative thoughts. Keep a gratitude journal. Write down 3 things every day that you're grateful for. It doesn't have to be anything major. It could be as simple as being grateful for a sunny day or a good book. Practicing gratitude can help shift your focus away from what's stressing you out and towards what's important. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you're struggling with burnout, please know that you're not alone. It's a common experience, and there are things you can do to manage it. I also hope that it inspired you to take a little bit of time to take care of yourself. You deserve it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I will see you next time.